We look like we're working. You know what that means? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, giant fucking box. How I love fucking boxes. So, is the new Kill Team FOMO box. I don't like Kill Team doing these. I don't like these FOMO boxes. I don't like the Rules DLC. However, a friend wanted to split this with me. And I really wanted the terrain out of here. Because I thought it would go very well with my nachmund terrain. So, I decided to take the other half of the box so I could get the terrain. Because I didn't want the terrain. So I've got the Chaos Space Marines. And I've got all of the terrain. So really, we're going to play with the terrain today, to be honest. We're going to build a lot of it, just to see what kind of crazy shit we can do with it. I don't have any of the rules, and I don't have the big selling point, the big pirate guys. Those are the ones my friend wanted, so. However, I have all the cool terrain, and it is some cool terrain. And all the Chaos Space Marines. Which is also pretty sweet. So we're gonna look at that, and we're gonna build some fun stuff out of it, and yeah, just have a good time with it, pretty much. So let's crack it open. My desk is very busy right now. That's because I have like 10 different like projects going on that all need top coating. Alright. So, I'll be honest. It probably looks like not a whole lot's missing. That's because majority of this box, that's some ASMR noise for you. Majority of this box is terrain. Like, really, they could have put this in a box like a third of this size if they didn't pack the terrain with it. Which is kind of crazy, right? But I mean, hey, works for us, so we get lots and lots of cool terrain out of it. So, and now you're probably saying, but you've been doing so much 3D printing stuff. Why are you buying terrain? I've actually had a really hard time 3D printing terrain with my resin printer. I've had a lot of weird errors and stuff. So, and I wanted to expand my guys out. So I decided, fuck it, we'll do it. Alright, so first off, let's take a look at our Chaos Space Marines. Well, first off, let me move this box so it's not in the way. So the Chaos Space Marines, this is the standard CSM sprues. So there's some pretty cool stuff here, like a guy who has a belt being fed in. There's a giant axe, big power axe. A lot of cool guns, like that one's got a drum. This one's got 2 mags that are glued together. These are awesome models. Hello! They're really, really cool, the Chaos Space Marine sprues are. And they're all semi-modular. So generally, like legs and bodies go together, and then arms and heads are all customizable. So they're really nice sprues. I built one of these 2 years ago, something like that. And it's just super nice. They're good shit. They're really, really good. And these are just the 3 standard runners that come with those. So, neat weapon options in here. There's a heavy bolter. There's a melta, a plasma. Pretty sure there's a plasma. There's a power maul. Yeah, there's the plasma. There's a melta. Lots of chain swords. There's a flamer. plasma pistol, bunch of cool weapons like that. There's a rocket launcher as well, which is actually really cool. So there's some cool options, right? But this is the standard sprue. If you were to go out and just buy Chaos Space Marines today, this is what you get. So you're going to get 10 guys out of this, and it's good shit. This is the Kill Team specific add-on sprue. Now this is going to give you a couple of like Kill Team specific models, but there's some really great stuff in here. Like this big Gatling gun. There's a guy that's going to have like double combat knives. Right? It looks very Flesh Terrors-y. Or not Flesh Terrors. What are they called? The Night Terrors? Night Haunters? Night... They're like dark blue with electric stripes. They flay people. They wear bat helmets. I think the Night something. Very cool stuff. There's a big giant chain axe, which is legit. There's this hand where it's like starting to turn into a chaos spawn. Or possessed kind of thing. There's a matching helmet for that. And there's like a magician guy with like fire in one hand and a knife, like a burning knife in the other. There's the burning knife right there. There's his fiery hand. So you've got a lot of cool options here for these. And they're just a really nice upgrade sprue for this sprue already. This is particularly nice if you're not actually going to play 40k with this. So if you're going to play a game like Stargrave, for example, this box is awesome. Because you're getting two really nice kits to make two really cool teams. And then you're getting a bunch of terrain to play on. And then you just basically chuck the rulebook. And you've got really a nice box for that. So that's why I wanted this half, especially with the upgrade sprue, because it includes a lot of really characterful options, like that big Gatling gun there, or like the big chain axe and the guy turning into a monster, stuff like that. Right? Those are very characterful options. So they'll work really, really well for Stargrave. So that's why I wanted to pick these up, although I already have some. Actually, let me show off a couple. Give me 1 second. Let me grab some of the CSM that I think are from this sprue. This guy. Grab. I think this guy. This dude. Bolter guy. And I think you too. Alright. So I got a couple of them that I already painted up. I'm pretty sure these guys are all from those sprues. So, for example, here's one of the guys with a flamer. Right? I wanted him to be like a word bearer. I'm actually probably going to do a bunch of little painting on him. So it's like he's covered in text as well. That's pretty cool. Here's another guy holding the big machine gun there. He's actually magnetized. So he can actually take a chainsword and a chainsword and a bolt pistol alternately. And then he's got the big chaos icon on the back. So same kind of Flesh Terrors thing for him. And I've got a Chaos Undivided guy with that big heavy bolter. Here's black and gold. This is just a standard Space Marine. But you can see the really cool double magazine there. Right, and this guy's like an Arn Warriors kind of thing. So yeah, my Chaos Space Marines are all painted as like Rainbow Marines, just like my regular Space Marines. So they're all different legions. Pretty much whatever struck my fancy for that model is what I painted. So there's a leader. You can see he's got that big axe from the Sprue. Not the chain axe, just the power axe that's magnetized. And the plasma pistol is also magnetized. So, pretty cool options for the for that Sprue. There's some really nice characterful stuff on there, and that's only going to get stronger now that they're adding the now that they've added that expansion piece onto it, that expansion Sprue. All right, so let's take a look at some of this terrain now. So first off, we're going to get this guy out of the way. It's like shove a spiky part from the terrain right into that cut from my hand from yesterday. What is this? This is a big crane. I built one of these on the channel previously and actually showed you how to add chain to it. So there's a YouTube video somewhere doing that. And it's really cool. This is a really neat piece. I think that video was entitled something like rescuing my old terrain or rescuing old kill team terrain, something like that. Because I went back and actually repainted a bunch of this that I had originally painted from when I was first getting into the hobby. So that's pretty cool. This big ring here is what's going to hold it. However, this is missing the secondary piece, which is like a cart thing that it goes on. Because you can actually magnetize this ring so you can get it to spin independently of the cart. So this is probably going to get built into something else, to be honest. I'm probably not going to build this sort of as is. Just because I already have one of these cranes. I'll probably turn it into like the arm on like a orc knight or something like that. So, but it's a really cool piece. Really nice, dense plastic. Next up, we've got this Sprue. We're going to build this Sprue a little bit. This is a set of pipes. These things are awesome. Just wonderful, especially for Necromunda. They're really, really cool. They can go together a bunch of different ways. And they just add really nice, like, cover, like chest-high cover to pretty much anything. And then these allow you to either get the pipe ends to line up with the magnets, because you can actually magnetize these. They actually get them to line up with the magnets and the Zone Mortalis walls, or you can use these and they will sit vertically against the wall, and it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. These pipes are great. They are an awesome, awesome piece of terrain. Oh, now this sucker. This thing, it's like a big egg furnace thing. These are really cool because they work with the pipes. They all kind of fit together. And there's a bunch of like choices here. So like you could put this on top, or you could put the fan on top. I believe the kill team rules for this tell you to build it a very specific way, but I don't give a fuck about that. I'm getting these for Stargrave and Necromunda. But they're really cool, like very, very detailed. Like you can see all the little, you can also see like you can see that's empty there. You can see all the little gauges, the wires, bunch of stuff. These are wonderful. I have one of these already, so the fact that I now have two more is going to make really, really cool industrial terrain. Just wonderful stuff. So got those in there. And then you get two of these. So these are like these weird, they're like plasma coil pieces. They're like these big plasma things. And they have a little stand on them. They're pretty cool. I've never actually built these before. One set of these is like $40. And all this terrain, I think, the cost of the box, splitting it with my friend, ended up being something like $30. So like one set of these is like $40, which is just fucking insane. So I'm looking forward to building these. These will probably be one of the first things we build today to check them out. Alright. And then the last but not least thing in here is this guy. This is called something like the Ferrotonic Furnace or something like that. And this is like a big platform with a ladder and a bunch of cables hanging down. And it's like a big like vat piece. Really cool. Really super cool. Just crazy detail. Look at all the little wires and all kinds of stuff. Just wonderful. Really cool. Yeah, this thing is like the big like centerpiece of terrain for this box. And it looks awesome. I'm super hyped to build it. It's actually the first thing we're gonna build today. Maybe I'll build the little plasma things. Yeah, we'll build the plasma things first, and then we'll build this, because it's a really cool piece. I don't have one of these yet, so I want to build one. Alright, so let's build a plasma thing. You're probably like, oh, where's the instructions? I just let my friend keep them, to be honest. I'm like, most of this terrain I'm not going to build according to the instructions anyway. Like the pipes and stuff, I'm going to build those to fit my Necromunda setup. I'm not building them according to Kill Team, so and like this is like 5 pieces. I think I can figure it out. Maybe. Let's be real. I probably can't, but I'm gonna try. All right. All right. So let's clip this sucker out. Ugh. You know what I should do? Wow, I'm flying, Mom. Look, no hands. Look at that shit. Look at that. Problem fucking solved. Oh my god. I'm a genius. That's why they paid me the big bucks. Although they actually don't. To be honest, this piece is actually going to be bigger than I thought it was. But yeah, the GW terrain is great. I will say, God, since I actually got my hands on it, some of that Mantic terrain is legit. However, since it's largely squares, you're going to really need stuff to break it up. And stuff like this, which is very like rounded and weirdly shaped, will do a phenomenal job at that. Like, I don't know if you guys, there we go. All right, let's see if that works. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see the like weird green robot line or not. I thought maybe you could. I don't know. So yeah. So this GW train is it's a dream. It really is. It's unnecessarily expensive, but it is just phenomenal. Like they put out a Zone Mortalis. I think it's called Zone Mortalis. Like Necromunda, like huge box of terrain, which is like all the Necromunda terrain they've released so far. And like it's largely what I have plus a few other pieces already, and like it takes up a giant box behind me and the mess behind me, and it's phenomenal. It's what I play all the games on the channel in, and it's like the best. Like, but it's also ludicrously expensive. Like the GW train is so good, but so fucking expensive. Ugh. Alright, let's see. So you... Oh. You guys are the same side. Okay. Guess we're building both at once. To this day, I have yet bought or built any terrain. If you just play at home, having terrain is really nice. Because it can really help you, like, set the feeling. You know what I mean? I guess sort of as a more narrative gamer, that's really important to me, right? So, like, if my guys are in, like, an abandoned warehouse, I want it to look like an abandoned warehouse. If they're in, like, a bombed out city, I want it to look like a bombed out city. So, like, but, like, if I was more of a competitive gamer and less of, like, a narrative gamer, I would probably care way less about that. But to me, a lot of it is, like, my guys having their story on the table, right? Like, you know, this is largely, like playing with action figures for adults for me, right? Like that's what this is. Like, you go out there, like you were to go to, like, the bar and have some beer and bants, right? But you're throwing dice instead, and you're carrying on, and you have a little story going that you're talking about your dudes, and, you know, and, you know, they get, like, silly nicknames and stuff while you're playing, and, you know, it's very, like, casual and fun sort of thing. So when I'm doing that, I like the terrain sort of to match the story that we've got going on. You know, even if it's just like a casual verbal band sort of thing, I really like that. That's really interests me. And because of that, I like to have different kinds of, like, matching terrain. Oh wow, that fits right together. Let's see, there's a thing there, a thing there. One of them is this, one of them is that. All right. But if you were to just, like, play at a game store, you don't really need terrain. Like, you just don't. There's no value in it for you. That's fair. I feel like a 2-squad kill team on a nice set would be awesome. Very much so. I like having a nice set. It's one of the things I really like about Necromunda, is I feel like the terrain they've released for Necromunda really fits, like, the narrative of Necromunda. You know? Like, I don't leave my guys out on the terrain, right? Like, when I'm done playing, like, I film my games in the same place that I film my painting, which is right here, right? Like, this gets moved, and underneath of it is my gaming mats. And I have 3 mats that sit on top of each other, and I just pull whatever one I want to use for that stream to the top. Yeah, that fits just perfect. And then I guess these just go however we want them to. Just like in there. Yeah, just like in there. Okay. But, like, if you're going to play at the game store the entire time, who cares, right? Like, you don't need terrain. Very rarely, like, do you play at a game store that doesn't already have terrain. I mean, I'm sure they exist, but, like, every game store I've ever played at has already had a table set up that you could just use, right? And the game store might charge you to play at it, but I've never played at one that did. But that's a thing I'm aware of. Generally, they like you to buy stuff there every now and then. You know what I mean? And I usually like to buy something every time I go into the game store. It's very rare I will leave empty-handed. 1, I like buying shit. And 2, I just like to support the stores. So generally, like, buy a pot of paint or, you know, a little box or something, or, you know, just something to support the store, you know. That's why I also tend not to buy too much stuff online unless my local stores don't carry it, or just don't have it on the shelves. Like if your store has to custom order stuff, that's a pain in the ass. Like I can generally do that from Amazon and get a cheaper discount. So if it's a custom order thing, I'll usually do it. But alright, there we go. And then this one on. But yeah, I really like having terrain for that reason. That's why I like to have a couple different types of terrain. So okay, and then I guess this. Oh, wow, that just fits perfectly, doesn't it? Yeah. I guess you don't have to put that on if you don't want to. But I mean, it makes the terrain more versatile if you have it, for sure. So you can get guys up there. And they can be like, pew, 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 pew. Or whatever kind of guns they have, you know? There we go. And then we got a little... that on the end looks like crap. However, if you put it on one of the sides, it looks cool. So you probably don't have to glue that piece on. I'm going to, because I'm going to be painting this all. So I don't really want it sliding around and scuffing the paint up. Alright, so let's be real. Terrain gets scuffed up anyway, which is why you should generally prime in a metal color with a really durable paint. Because that way if your paint gets scuffed up, it at least kind of looks realistic. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty cool piece of terrain. So like we got that there, and we got put a guy on top of it, a guy underneath of it, top over here, and zoom in on that fucker, just so you can get a sense of scale. There we go. Sorry for moving camera, but I want you to have a sense of scale. That's a pretty big piece of terrain. That's a pretty big chungus, right? Even if you pick something really big, like one of these vermin guys. I mean, he's on a 40 mil base, right? Like, he's about the same size as, like, a Terminator. He's bigger than a Terminator, let's be real, right? Or I guess, like, here's a Stap for Star Wars Legion. Shoo. Right? Or, here's a Battletech mech. Come on. Here. Focus here. Not in the background, please. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright. So, yeah. That's pretty big. That's a pretty nice, big, chungus piece of terrain right there. So, let's get the other one finished up. And then we'll build that big. It's nice and, like, it's chunky, too. I like it. Alright. There we go. And then we can put this away. Put those cast space away. Alright. I would be tempted to leave one without the platform, but I like the platform. And it's just going to add more variety. Really never have too much vertical terrain. So I was reading the Dead Zone kill book. The Dead Zone rule book. And it's interesting the way the cubes work for height. It looks like a vertical movement's going to be a lot easier in that game, which is pretty cool. Because being able to move around is actually one of the funnest parts of war games, at least in my opinion. We're going to offset that one so it's not right in the middle. Right, and then that's the noise they probably make. Alright, that's actually bugging me. Let's move it down so it's more in the middle. That's triggering me, it not being in the middle. There we go. But yeah, cool pieces of terrain. Cool pieces of terrain. These are a lot cooler than I thought they would be. They make like cool sniper perches too. Like, you know, if you're playing like, what's it called? And if you're playing like Stargrave and your big heavy gunner guy gets up there and then he's just like, you know, and he does the like 2 shots for 2 actions thing. You get to shoot like 4 mofos. You know, that's cool. It's got a nice bit of height to him. You know, that's good. I dig it. I dig it. So yeah, those are really nice. Those are a lot cooler than I thought they'd be, actually. Alright, let's build that big guy. Oh! There she is. There's the big guy. Alright. So I'm assuming these are all just going to go... There's going to be like 4 sides and then they all just sort of click together, I'm guessing. Man. I'll be honest, I've gotten a lot of shit this weekend. It's been like early Christmas. I got my Kill Team box. I got not Kill Team. I got my I did get a Kill Team box. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. But I got that Dead Zone box on Friday. I got that Strider on Saturday. Today I picked this up, and also I picked up some more Battletech stuff. Only 1 box of stuff. They had a box I didn't have yet, so I picked it up. No shaky shake. Alright. Some more options. And these pieces here, they should line up with those tubes. That's how they should work. So, should be able to connect tubes to this if we wanted to. Alright, so everything on that. Oh, to the Mountain Dew. Alright. Interesting. I kind of expected these to like click together. They don't really. And they kind of do, but not as much as I was expecting them to, I guess. So yeah, this is a big piece. It's gonna be pretty honking big. It's gonna be like a 2-liter. Go. All right. And these guys, I'm gonna go right there. And I'll let them sit for a couple of seconds, and then I'll put them both together. And we'll clip off the all the top grading and stuff while it sets before we do all these little details here, like the doors and all that stuff. Alright. There we go. Now, so let's push it set a little bit. So I do want to do this kind of quickly, in case all the sides need to wiggle. There's a chance they're going to have to, since this isn't like super pegged in. So there's a chance that both sides are going to have to wiggle. So go, or not. It's just perfect. Yeah, it's like a really big 2-liter. Whoa. Alright. Cool. Alright. Let's look at this guy. Let's see, we got some ladders. We got this. Bunch of these. There's like pegs and holes. Okay. Alright, alright. We'll step it out, see how it works. There's a lot more like customized pieces here than I thought there was. Like, I didn't realize there was 2 ladders. I didn't realize there was quite so many like tubes and stuff too. That's cool though. It'll add nice details when it's all together and painted up. My beard keeps getting stuck in it. Yep. Oh, missed one. Opa. No, it was actually this one. My beard's stuck again. There we go. Alright, we got stuck beard. Okay. Okay. Now what the hell are those? The hell are these? Let's clip one out. Alright, let's figure out what everything is here. Okay. So we got and these, do they hold this together like that? That makes sense. A little bit of a weird way to do it, but okay. It's cool. So this would go like that, and this would go like that. And then these would... guess then that just goes like that. Got what, 2 more? So I guess I gotta put one here, one there, one there, one there. Alright, we can try it out, see what it does. Goes in one, and then you have the outside there to put stuff in. weird thing. Put that here and here, maybe. No, because that's preventing it from sitting right now. Alright, so those don't go there. Maybe they're used for hooking multiple of these furnaces together? Maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that just... It just sits like that. And you can put it on weird and crooked if you want, but I'm gonna make it line up. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know there. So, I guess let's put the lid on. Maybe it's for some kind of interaction with another another piece of terrain, maybe. So I think you probably could actually stack these and make multiple out of it if you really, like multiple high if you had them. I think you could probably do that. I mean, like, that makes sense to me, just like that. You know? Yeah. Alright, let's see. This can go there if we want it to. This, again, can go there. Or it can go down there. We've got a little guy here. Let's figure out where he's supposed to go. We've got this little guy, and then we've got a grate. Should be fairly obvious where it goes. But there's a lot of detail. There's so much detail. Okay, I don't know where either of those go. I know where the door goes. Let's put the door on. So you can have it closed, but that's no fun. It's more fun if it's like kind of open, right? Like 3/4 the way open. That's more fun. So that's what we're gonna do. Make sure the skull. Oh. So I assumed the gears and stuff would be on the inside, but if you do, then the skull's upside down. So I guess the skull goes on the inside and the gears and stuff go out. It's a little weird, but okay. Yeah, neat looking piece there. Alright, let's clip out some of the accessories for it. Some tubes. Everybody loves tubes. Tubes, 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 tubes. And we got some ladders. Rooster outside having a shit fit. Like you missed your time, Mr. Rooster. It was many, many hours ago. There's a lot of nubs on these, Jesus. Okay. Whew. Go. All right. I keep holding my breath, and I don't know why. Thanks, brain, for being weird. Thanks for that. That's great. Good job, brain. Good job, good job. I keep sitting here like, oh. Every time I make a clip, I'm like, oh, like I'm fucking holding my breath. Why? Why are you doing that, brain? Let's be real. My brain doesn't know. Alright. So, we got a bunch of stuff for this. Get some more of these, like, walkway guards. Oh, and they're all different, too, which is really nice. Here's a big one. And we get this cool skull rolly thing. Two different kinds of ladders, which is neat. And a bunch of tubes. So, let's play around with it. See what we get. So, do like a ladder like that. That's pretty cool. I think having a ladder near the door inside, like, conceptually makes sense. Oh, does this go here? I'm assuming yes. Let's put that on. That makes sense. But yeah, having a ladder near that conceptually makes sense. How do these work? Oh, just like that, I guess. They just plug in. Okay. And so, like, do something like that. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I guess we could. So we can move these wires in a little bit, and then we don't have to worry about them getting in the way of the things at the top there. There's a nice clear area then for the grate to hold on right. It's pretty cool. In the areas we don't want a grate, we could just do regular wires. So there's some depth there. And I guess we'll do another grate here, like that. And then big grate here on the side, like that. I'd like to have one side free of grates. I don't know if that's going to be possible with the way the grates work. I think I would have to do something like maybe this gets moved down and then this gets put on like that and then this gets put a little bit further down like that. Right? So you'd have like one side. So you could have like a walkway here. Right? And then you have a walkway on the whole other side. I don't know. It being uniform is also kind of nice. A little more uniform. Because it's already pretty disjointed, so like it being a little more uniform is not bad. You know, like that. Like one on each side. And then these could connect. If they were high enough, you know, they could connect on the sides like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We'll do that. Alright, so we have another ladder, which we're going to put on the opposite side over here. Just so people can get up on this from each side, just to increase playability. And then we're going to put, we've got one more of these. We'll put it, I don't know, right here, I guess. This thing sticks out a little more on one side than the other, so it didn't like going that way. Alright, so let's get the glue out. There we go. And then for the ladders. There, for these, a little dot there, there. Go. So I'm not worried about getting glue in the holes. For the wires and stuff, because they're holding on pretty damn well, and I do want a little bit of glue on them, so I'm just sort of hitting the crevice between the two pieces, and some glue is going to get into the hole a tiny bit, and then it's going to really fill sort of the outside. It's really what I want. So. Okay, then we're going to glue on this guy. But with the clamps, the only point of contact is that little clip. So I'm filling that up with glue. Alright. I'm also going to run a bead of glue down the middle of this thing. Probably unnecessary, but it'll make me feel better if it's there. Okay. Alright, let's see. We've got skull face. We've got skull face there. Let's cover up that skull face. I'm not a big fan of skull faces. I'd rather have it be like an access hatch or something. I'll go ahead and we'll cover that up. Just fits in there like that. Just like that. And there was another one of these. I want to see what was in it. Let's see. There it is. It's like a grate though. I think that's fine. I think the grate's fine. I just don't want, I don't know, there's enough skulls on this fucking thing. I don't want to add more. Alright. Now we have this piece, which I think actually just supposed to go right there, but honestly I'd rather have the wires and stuff in there This is a really complex piece already, but I think I'd rather have the wires. So maybe we'll like... Oh look, it fits right in there. Sure, we'll just glue it in there just to use it. Because I don't really want to cover up those wires if I can help it. Because the wires are cool. So, alright. Pretty great stuff so far. This is a really nice big piece. We'll swap cameras in a second so I can show off sizes for it. So, there you go. Right, so here's the previous piece we built, right? This is almost twice as big, just size-wise. It's pretty chongus, right? So like if you look at gas space brain, right? So like troopers on 32s, that's what they're going to look like with this piece. So it's a big piece, right? It's pretty big. Fat hand for scale, right? Like, oh, wait. Hold on. Do I actually have it? Is he over here? 1 second. Let's see. I do. Yes. Ah. Banana. I have a banana. Oh, banana for scale. Ah. This is the Croco Nana. I got him at New York Comic Con. So, banana for scale. There you go. I have banana. I knew I had something. There you go. Croco Nana for scale. Oh. Alright, Croco Nana, you go over there. Be cute. Alright, let's see what else for the pieces of terrain we got. Okay. The next ones are... These ones are all pretty much straightforward. The next ones are more customizey, so that's why I want to look at them together. So... Go. Alright, there's a lot of stuff you can do with the stuff in this. And it all connects up to those pipes as well. Now, this set actually connects to other sets as well. There's like a big fat dome set, and these all work together because they're all using the same size pipe. Giggity. Which is really cool, and it gives you a nice bit of like customization of how you want these to be. So these are technically modular terrain, although they just modulate into more pipes. They don't turn into like anything like different buildings or anything like that. It just is different ways to configure the same kind of pipe. So the big rule for when I'm building these is that I don't want to make them relying on other pieces. But I do want them to be able to interact with other pieces. So like I don't want there to be a very clear like missing connector piece, right? Like if I put this tube on and like had it facing to the side or something like that, it might look like, you know, like something was missing, and I really don't want that. That's exactly what I'm going to try to avoid. Okay. Alright, let's put some of these together and then we'll come back to this. Okay. This guy needs to get finished clipping out. There it goes. Remember, you do get 2 of these in the set too, which is really nice. So, there's one. You can put it down like this or up. Either way is going to work. So it's getting glue on this line. There we go. And then shoot. Just like that. So this end and that end. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong camera. God, I apologize. I was on the totally wrong camera. So this end and that end should be the same sizes. So depending on what way you want it to face up, you can get it to face that way. Now some of this terrain used to come in the old like first edition like kill team boxes that they would do, where you'd get like a bunch of guys and then a piece of terrain, and those were really cool boxes. And they wanted you to build basically like one giant tower out of it. So they essentially wanted you to like put all these like end on each other, which is fine. You can do that. It's just like that's what they wanted you to do with it. So I actually magnetized mine together. There we go. Alright. There we go. Just like that. Okay, cool. So these are the 3 chunks you're going to get. As you can see, this guy can't sit flash without something under him. So we're going to have to do that. Alright, and then these are the other bits you're going to get. We'll snip all these out and play around with them. And try to come up with something cool to build. Worst case, we can just build one big tower piece, and that's super cool. Like, it looks really nice, but I'm gonna try to build something a little more useful. Maybe try to make 2 pieces of terrain out of this. Big like coupling piece. Junka 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 as it rolls across the table. That's trash. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, let's glue this guy together. So he's going to need to go together. As well. Okay. Now we've got these guys, which can be caps for either side. So if you wanted it to go up like that, you can put the cap on like that. Or if you wanted it to go like this, you can put the cap on like that. Now, this side does connect up to these guys, right? So you could do that, and then boom. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your auntie. You know, right? Like, nice big, chunky, cool looking tower, right? Or you could put, like, so this guy would go to one of these, which would go to this, which could then go to this, right? And you have like a massive donger of a tower, right? You can make it even bigger still, because this guy here can go up there and then like that, right? So you can make like a giant dong tower if you really want it. I'm going to choose not to make a giant dong tower, but the option is there. Now I do like this access hatch. I think that looks really cool. Kind of dig that. This guy, he kind of goes, you can go down on that, I guess. And then you can put ends in him. Or I guess he could go like, do something like that and then put him like that, maybe? I don't know. This guy's kind of a weird piece. Because he fits over things like that, but not super well. And like this guy's got to go in the bottom, right? You have to have some kind of coupling on the bottom there. So you could do that, and then like maybe that. Let's see. Is there a way to? There we go. Like that. It's kind of cool. Could you do this maybe? No, he's too wide. It's a weird piece. So you could do something like that. And then you'd have like a little piece of scattered terrain, right? And then you'd have this big guy here. And you could put this guy on top. That would get you 2 pieces of terrain out of that one. Or you could put like this intake fan on the top, right? And then you could put this guy over here on this guy like that. You know, so there's a lot of possibilities with these. I mean, hell, you could even do something weird like that. I'm not sure. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options. So like, I do like that. I do like that a lot. I think that looks cool. Is he sitting flush? No. Gotta find one that sits flush. How about yeah, that sits flush. That to, where's the stupid skull face one? There it is. Well, I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice little bit of stuff. And I guess that's just like, yeah, I'm just really not digging this big chunk piece. The details are weird. I think before, with my other set of these, I think I put it on that like that, and then I think I put this like that. I think that's how I have it. Or maybe something like that. And then you could do something like that. So following that logic, if we put this on top here, if we didn't want this to be so like so short, we could do that. Give it like a little hat, right? Maybe put like an intake fan or something on top. It's not a bad idea actually, right? Just so she's a little bit taller, right? As opposed to that. That's a little squat. You know, or maybe something Something like this. You know. I don't know, maybe something like that, maybe? It's not bad either, you know? It's a lot of options with this stuff, which is cool. Alright, so I do think I want... Yeah. Lots of options with these bits. Tell you what we're going to do... We're going to look at this and see if there's anything we want off this. This broken hose, that might be a really cool one. This big reactor piece here might be a really cool one to use. And just like glue onto something. The bends and the tubes are cool. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's clip out a couple of these and we'll play with them. Because I do like this big reactor piece. That might be fun. I don't want to like connect one of these like things up to it permanently. Just because then like it's going to be a really big clunky piece that's going to sort of define part of the layout of the table. But if it's a little, if it's got like a little arm sticking off it like this reactor piece, I'm fine with that. Or this broken one here would be cool too, to have sort of like leaking out. There we go. I'll put the rest of that down. Alright, let's see. So, the reactor piece, we'll glue her together. But yeah, you can really see like just the fun of this kind of terrain. These like pseudo modular pieces are just, they're a dream. And this broken one here. Right, it's like someone broke open the energy conduit, or like smashed through it or something. Now the neat thing about this piece is that it actually connects both ways. So it will connect like this, so it looks like it's been like broken off here, or it'll connect like this to one of the these kind of pieces, like that, and then it'll be like someone ripped it off from this side. So both ways work on those, which is really cool. Okay, so if we put this like this, put that like that. I was hoping maybe. I was hoping this end would just connect up. I guess it's not going to. It's a little annoying. Something like that would be cool. Or like, you know, like that. That's pretty cool too. Or even, what if it was like, if it was something like that? It's pretty boss. Like that would be pretty cool too. You'd have a very small footprint of where it would connect to the ground, But that could be a cool piece. And it would be like nice and dense, you know what I mean? Yeah, I actually think I really like that the best, to be honest. So it's not so tall, it's going to be annoying to play with. Right, so like then let's figure that out. I think we're onto something here. I think we're figuring something out, boys. So got that. Or do we put it like this? Make it way denser. I think I like the denser piece, to be honest. I think that looks cool. Alright, so then this goes like that, and then this. No? There's gotta be a connector for that. Interesting. And then we would have like an exhaust fan on the top there. So does this connect? No, not really. Fit into those either. Does it fit into this? No. Do you fit into this hole? Yes. Interesting. Shit, we could just do that like that by itself. Be like, there you go. I mean, if you really wanted, you could essentially have 3 pieces of terrain out of this then. You could have this guy, and that guy, like that. That would actually give you the most terrain out of this one piece. I don't think it's the most visually interesting, but it would give you the most pieces of terrain out of it. Fascinating. Alright, so let's get some of these glued down. What are you? You're just a cog piece? Alright. Alright. So the trick for decision paralysis is to make little decisions that you know you have to make. So lots of times when you are faced with decision paralysis, what you're actually doing is you're building up like an order of operations in your head, and it's just stacking up on itself. So you're like, okay, I need to do A, then I can do B, then I can do C, but I don't know if I want to do D or E. I don't know, man. D or E, I don't know, right? And a lot of the paralysis and decision paralysis comes from the fact that like you have these other steps that are running in your brain, right? You have the D's and the E's and the, oh man, what's going on, you know? You have those running in there. So just by removing some of those, God, that's cool too. But just by removing some of those options, you can help alleviate it, right? But no, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, because I think that looks cool, and it's a nice, pretty hefty chunk of terrain. I think that looks cool. I kind of thought this was actually, like, maybe, I thought it was sitting flush with the ground, but I guess it's not. I guess it's just that one point there. This might actually not work. Might be too heavy and pull it over. We might have to go with something like that. where it's sitting on the side. Right, like that. And then we just put this guy up here on top. That's what we might have to do. It's less interesting though. Ah, fuck it. Let's try to do the interesting thing. If it doesn't work out, worst case, we just pull it apart. Okay. I did that backwards. Yeah, it's already pulling it over even without the other piece on it. Crap. Crap. This is a big chungus of a piece. Add a lot of weight, or I could do something like this and then just have like an intake fan there. Could be kind of cool looking. So I put it up like this. It's like a big mecha cactus. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do the big mecha cactus. That's cool. And this bottom piece here is a lot heavier. Worst case, I can stick a magnet in it to drag it down a little bit more too, you know? If I got to. There we go. And this guy, he goes like that. Yeah, we're going to stick a magnet in it. That's fine. I want the big mecha cactus now. I'm sold on it. We're going to make it happen. Yeah, I'm sold on the big mecha cactus. It's too cool. Alright. Now we got to put a weight in it. Do I want it to look out or in? We'll have it face out. Does this piece fit in there? It does. I could actually magnetize that to be a giant mecha cactus. That's really cool. Alright, fuck it, we're doing it. We're magnetizing it to be a giant mecha cactus. Which means this one's going to get the big fan on the top. Oh, this is the dead one. I think that's the dead one. Yeah, I've been doing terrain for a while. I gotta go hang out with Mr. Pup today sometime, too. Although he got special walks last night. We've been going out, so I have special needs Shiba Inu and Hanzo. We've been going out for walks at night when it's nice and cold out. So, so the sun, it doesn't wear him out too much because he has a heart condition that's super, super bad. So we go out for walks at night, and we've been doing that. And he's been having a really good time with it. Sweet. Let's go there. Oh shit, it can. That's cool. Look at that one. We'll probably put it down there instead. Alright. Side it's supposed to be on. I had it on the wrong side. Okay, so we're going to do one of these. We're going to take another one of those. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to glue those together like that. Then we're going to have that. Okay, just so we know what side's supposed to go in now. All right. There we go. Oh. It's actually not as flat in there as I thought it was. Alright, team. Backing up and punting. There we go. You're never going to see the inside of this bottom anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. What I'm trying to do... excuse me. I'm trying to make a flatter surface for this to sit on than what's in there now. Okay. Alright, sweet. You'll never see the inside of it, so it's okay. Go. Then one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Alright, now we leave her to dry. Okay. Apparently the extra weight is not enough. Fuck. That's unfortunate. Mecha Cactus is apparently very heavy. Reaches to the sky. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. let that sit. I might have screwed it up. Really thought it would, really liked the idea of the mecha cactus, but it might not actually work. Yeah. Yeah, that's just going to be too unstable. Damn it! I really liked the idea of the mecha cactus. Okay, then it worked. No, no it didn't. Damn it! Alright, yeah, it's just not enough weight. Shit, we might have to totally back up and punt on this. Yeah, I think we're going to actually have to. I think that's going to have to go there. We're going to have like this weird tube here, and then we'll do something like put that like that, I guess. And maybe on the side like that. Shit! Well, unfortunately, Mecha Cactus did not work, so it's just too heavy still. This guy is he's really glued on there. So we're gonna have to just leave him on there. He's really on there. So, yeah, I guess that's just how we'll call it, I guess. Unless, is there one of these that will like go all the way down? No. Maybe that one will? Let's try. Let's try. If I was to use this, could it reach the bottom? No. Still be too high. Damn it. Oh, where's that torn off pipe? Let's use that. Let's put that on here. Alright, so we'll put that like there. That'll at least give it a little bit of personality. Alright. Yeah, we can do that. That'll at least give it a little bit of personality to this piece. It'll be like it was supposed to be connected to something else and the pipe got broke. Yeah. That way it's not just like one big robo-donger. Right? Trying to avoid the giant robo-donger. As much as I love the giant robo-donger. There we go. That way it'll at least have like something like visually distinct about it. And this guy, there's that little pipes. He'll get this guy here like that. We'll put that on so it's not straight like that. And then we can connect up like this guy here. Maybe. We put him like that, he'll sit flush. I gotta get this guy off. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I can't get this off the other this bent pipe piece off the other set and just use this for the other set. Nope, got it. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so we want to take this guy back. We want to do that. Go. And then I'm going to put some glue on this. This will also give it a little leg to make it a little more stable. Like that. Alright. I think this is very close to how I built the first one of these, but it's a little different, so. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty good. If we wanted to be really weird, we could do stuff like that. Have like strange connectors and stuff. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so then we've got this guy here, who's like a broken conduit. And we got this really big one here. That's what we got out of that first set. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's see. We've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes of me just playing with terrain. I still have all of these pipes. And this guy and the crane we're not going to build. But I need to get me something to drink, and I need to check on my dogger. Soon catches a little off balance. Yes, it was very off balance, unfortunately. So the cactus did not happen, as you will see, because for some reason you guys are delayed super bad. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it there because I gotta go check on my pup, make sure he's okay, and yeah, I'll finish this up and we'll get it painted up this week. I'll probably be streaming a bunch of nights. My husband isn't home, so I get lonely. At least this way I can talk to the camera. So, yeah, but that looks really nice. Still looks super nice. And then this big guy, really, really cool piece. And then these are really cool too. Alright, so you'll get all of these, plus some pipes, plus this. Plus the crane I'm not going to build. But cool stuff. I'm going to stop off at City Mill tomorrow and get a can of like silver spray paint for all of this. Or maybe like tan and then I'll paint in the silver details. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you get a ton of nice terrain in this box. Just a ludicrous amount. Ludicrous amount of nice terrain in this box. So yeah, it's really cool stuff. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it though. So I can go check on my dog. And yeah, and I will catch you guys next time. Maybe I'll stream some tomorrow too. I don't know. All right, that's it for me. Have a good one, and keep on keeping on.